very good evening to you from Rennes, France, the host city of the YONEX French Open 2023. It's quarterfinals day here at the Glass Arena. And, well, we're into the second session where we will bring you 3 matches from Court 2. This is the 24th event on the HSBC BWF World Tour, all culminating, of course, to the season-ending HSBC BWF World Tour Finals. That'll be held in December in Hangzhou, and only the top 8 players or pairs will progress into that tournament. But right now, it's all about quarterfinals, and getting a win here in the 3 matches will be important. Of course, an all Hong Kong-China affair to get things going between Lee Chun-hei Reginald, Ang Tse-yao, and Tang Chun-man and Tse-in Sweat, the Olympic bronze medalists. That will be followed by the women's singles action. And Thailand's Pornpawi Chochuang taking on He Bingjiao, who is the defending champion here at the French Open, the number 5 seed from China. And finally, we'll have mixed doubles action, and Singapore's Hee Yong-kai Terry and Tan Wei-han Jessica, looking for their first Super 750 title in their career, will take on the former champions in the number 2 seeds, Yuta Watanabe and Arisa Higashino of Japan. Those are the matches that we're looking forward to here on Court 2, beginning, of course, with mixed doubles. And as we see there, 2 semi-final positions already sealed, and we've got 2 more to go. The winner of this all Hong Kong-China clash will see the winner of the Singapore-Japan clash that will be played later on in this evening on Court 2. And guaranteed in the final is a seed at least, with Kim and Jong taking on Jiang and Wei. One of those seeds will progress to the final. That's in the near future, but we're talking about the now, and it's all about getting a win in the quarterfinal for the 2 Hong Kong-China pairs who are in hunt for their first ever Super 750 crown. The best result that either of these 2 have had comes in the form of Tang Chun-man and Tse-in Sweat, who got to the semi-finals back in 2021 and lost to Matthias Christensen and Alexander Boy in straight games. And they'll be looking to repeat that best run this year as well by booking a place in the semi-finals. For Lee and Ang, they haven't gotten past the second round here at the French Open, so they've already broken new ground by getting to the quarterfinals. It's whether they can go one better from here on. Well, this is going to be their second meeting ever between the 2 pairs from the same nation. And Hong Kong China have never ever gotten on the podium here at the YONEX French Open. So if either of these 2 pairs can make it to the final, they will be certainly creating history for their nation. The finals on Sunday, so they've got a couple of days to try and see through here. But the chances are looking good, with earlier in the day the defending champions Zheng Siwei and Huang Yaqiong getting knocked out in the mixed doubles. That has cleared the path for someone new to take over, or in terms of Higashino and Watanabe, it could be another former champion reclaiming the crown. But it certainly leaves for an interesting mixed doubles field, with the most dominant of pairs from China being knocked out earlier today. We're waiting the officials and players to make their way to the court. Zheng Siwei and Huang Yaqiong, the number 1 seeds, lost out to Korea's Kim Won-ho and Jeong Na-eun in straight games earlier today. On court 1, they lost 21-23, 21-23, so really tight. Just under an hour that match, 2 games. But they have indeed been knocked out. China, luckily, will still be represented by the number 8 seeds, Jiang and Wei. But we are for sure going to have 4 different nations in the semi-final. That's for sure. So here they are, the 4 players from Hong Kong, China, as they make their way onto the court. I mentioned this is only their second meeting, which is a bit of a surprise, but it's Reginald Lee and Ang Seo who slowly but surely made their way into the top 20 in the world, top 30, I should say, ranked 24 at the moment. They have gone up as high as 21. This, of course, means that it's Tang and Tse who lead that head-to-head 1-0. Their one and only meeting coming at the Hong Kong Open earlier this year in the first round, and Tang and Tse won that 18-21, 21-13, 21-16. They're ranked higher by 6 places, Tang and Tse, than their compatriots. But when it comes to same-nation clashes, there's always sort of a leveler, because all these 4 players are very familiar with each other. They spar during training with each other, and that means it levels the playing field in terms of competition, in terms of ranks. Reginald Lee, now 29 years of age, from Hong Kong, China. He's ranked 24, as I mentioned, with his current partner, Ang Seo, but with his former partner, as you see there, Chow Hoi Wah, they've reached as high as number 6 in the world, so plenty of pedigree as far as Reginald Lee is concerned. His partner, Ang Seo, is a fair bit younger, 25, 4 years younger than him, so she's the one who's probably the newest of the 4 players on court, or the youngest for sure. She has been playing for some time, but it's only now in their career as a pair that they're finding themselves in the bigger tournaments as they work their way up the rankings. They have a win-loss record this year of 15-20, so more losses than wins. And as you see there, they've beaten some tough opponents. They saw home favorites Jekyll and Del Rue off, the number 7 seeds, in 3 games, just over an hour. And then Malaysian hopefuls, who have certainly made a mark for themselves this season, they were defeated by Lee and Ang in straight games. So it has been a very, very strong showing so far for this Hong Kong-China pair. They are 0-3 in quarterfinals, though, Lee and Ang, and that'll be a worrying number. For Tang Chunman, he's 28 years of age, the left-hander from Hong Kong, China, ranked 18th in the world with his partner, Tsing Sweat, but they've gone up as high as number 2 in the world. That was in June of 2018. There she is, now 31 years of age. Before this tournament, their win-loss record stands at 21-19. And as you see there, they too have had some strong performances. They saw off the recent Denmark Open champions Feng and Huang, the number 3 seeds, in straight games in 46 minutes. And then they saw the Malaysian challenge in Go and Lie. That was a 3-gamer. As we see the umpire for this match, Cyril Latelai of France. And he'll be joined by his compatriot, Stéphane Venet, in the service judge's chair. Now for Tang and Tse, their quarterfinal win-loss stands at 2-3. So 2 wins, 3 losses. They won at Hong Kong Open and Indonesia Open. Those are the 2 wins. Looking to book their place in the semi-finals for a 3rd time this season. For Lee and
Ladies and gentlemen,
they look still in the hunt for their first ever semi-final showing in 2023.
Tang Yao, Hong Kong, China. And on my left, Tang Chungman and Tsing Sweat, Hong Kong, China.
So Tsing Sweat will serve to get this quarterfinal match underway.
Tsing Sweat to serve to Lee Chung-e, Reginald. Love or play.
Tang Chunman and Tsing Sweat had the pleasure of playing on this very court yesterday when they beat the Malaysians, so they will be much more familiar with the conditions. It's gone long.
Service over.
For Lee and Ang, they'll need to get their head around this fairly quickly. The conditions, though, have not been too drastic or dramatic. Been fairly normal playing conditions.
Hot.
That's a nice little push at the net from
2-1.
Finds the corner. Yeah. That's been called in.
Challenge
Tang
call
has
in.
raised his finger straight away. It's called in on the serve. It's a flick serve from the far end. And it is indeed in. It's on the line.
Challenge
so it was the right decision by the line judge.
One challenge remaining.
Good flick serve.
Service over. 3-1. Play.
Nice. Very quick to react from the mid-court area.
4-1.
Reginald Lee is a very strong backcourt player. And he's very perceptive as well. Good defending by Tang. And eventually pays off.
Service over.
He absorbed all that
4.
attack that came his way for Lee's racket.
Service over.
Service error.
5-2.
So 3-point lead, very quickly built here by Lee and Ung.
Service over. 3-5.
It's too early in the game to make any calls.
4-5.
Nice deep smash from Tang Chunman on the back court.
Service fault called to I.
Well, a couple of service
Service
errors now
over.
that have come off
6,
Tang and Tse's
4.
racket early on. So we'll look to get into the groove of this match very quickly. Another flick serve. Completely mishit that.
Service over.
Ang Tse-Yao.
5-6.
These two have lost the 3 quarterfinals that they've played in at the Arctic Open. They lost in the first round. Sorry, they lost to Fang and Huang in the quarterfinals in straight games. They also lost at the Singapore Open and the German Open, with the 2 other quarterfinals that they played in.
Service over. 7-5.
So that will certainly be a duck they want to break. That's out.
Service over. 6-7.
Lee and Ung to try and get behind them. It's a 1-point game.
Service over. 8.
Very different
6.
tactics used in those last 2 points, with Tang and Tse trying to force the lifts out of their opponents, and on the other hand, you saw the flatter exchange from Lee and Ung. That went long. Oh, beautiful smash. Very strong. Straight down the line, finds that space
9,
between
6.
the tram lines. And he goes overhead with it as well. 3-point lead resumed or restored. And they were drawn in there one day at the net. Ang Soyao
10-6.
doing the job, drawing the two players in and then finding the in-between space in the follow-up.
So it's over 7-10.
On the left. It's pretty still conditions inside. Warm, there's not much air conditioning. Isn't so much drift to really talk about. And again, slightly careless with that.
8-10.
Reginald Lee. Drives it straight into the net.
9-10.
You take it pretty low at hip level. And they're back to a 1-point game. Fantastic work by Tang Chunman to move Reginald Lee around from one end to the other. That was crucial. He redirected the shuttle then towards Ang Soyao's body. It's been all Tang Chunman in this near end. Well defended. Saying Sweat gets involved and she delivers the final blow.
11-10.
As Tang and Sir turn things around to take the lead at the mid-game break, 11-10. Going on a 5-point run. Right at the end there. They were 6-10 down and have turned this around impressively to be 11-10 up at the break.
Court 2, 20 seconds. Court 2, 20 seconds. Tang, please. Yeah.
Players quickly back in court.
11-10.
Something
Play.
a fair bit to say too. Saying Sweat once they got on court. Clearly wanting to make the most of the advantage that they have here. After a bright start from Lee and Ung. This is now in the control of Tang and Sir.
12-10.
You saw there he was completely controlling that from the back court. Too easy.
13.
Cross-court smash on the return. He read that flick serve really well. So he read that return really well.
Out.
well left.
Service over. 11-13.
Shuttle landing outside of the front line.
Thank you.
Nice low serve.
12-13.
Man trying to go wide on the return. Misses the line.
Out. Service over. 14-12.
Yeah. Put that away nicely
15,
into that middle space.
12.
Moved Angse out to the corner. And then created that space. That's landed right on the back line.
Service over. 13-15. Service over.
Serves have been
16-13.
crucial in this opening game. They've tried to keep it low. They've tried to keep it accurate. Haven't seen too many lengthy rallies. Oh, she hesitated there. So the mistakes now coming off Lee and Ng's racket.
17-13.
And a 4-point gap created by their higher ranked opponents. It's Golding. Nice flick serve.
18-13.
Serves have certainly been a determining factor in this opener. Oh, he tried to defend that from around his back. You're always going to be
Service
tough.
over. 14-18.
Kept pace with that exchange quite well, Tang Man, and then chose to go round his back to play it instead of across his body. It's still a 4-point game. 3 away from taking the first game are Tang and Sir.
No. Next time, okay?
Oh, that's a flick serve gone wrong.
Service over. 19-14.
Desperately trying different things. They haven't been able to get past their opponents on the usual tactics. Oh, super high lift. Aimed it straight towards
15-19.
so Sweat's forehand there, quite close to her body, and she just unable to play it back. Very good defending by Tang and Sir. Look at that. It's called in. Misjudgment from Tang Man, who decided to leave it.
10.
And that's because Ang Tse Yao did a good job of playing the shuttle back time and time again. This time, he's rewarded
Service over,
for
20
leaving the shuttle.
game point,
And it sets
60.
up 4 game point opportunities. Tang and Tse, who took the lead
Tang,
at
please.
11-10, have held on ever since. She intercepts and gets the drop shot
First again,
within the lines.
won by Tang Chung-man.
So Tang Chun-man and Tse Ying-sweat
21-60.
take the first game 21-16. She intercepted at the right moment, catching Reginald Lee out of position. And they have the first game as a result. 16 minutes played in this first game, and it's Tang and Tse who have the advantage.
Court 2, 20 seconds. Court 2, 20 seconds.
So back on court, ready to get game 2 underway after Tang and Tse took the first 21-16 in 16 minutes. And
Second game,
well, the Olympic bronze
love
medalists
all. Play.
got 1 foot in the door here.
Service over. 1.
3 quarterfinals losses came at the Asian Games in the quarterfinal, where they lost to Watanabe and Higashino in 2. The Australian Open against Seo and Che in 2, and then the Thailand Open was against Kim and Jeong in 3, all higher ranked opponents.
Service over. 1 all.
And here against their compatriots, they already have a winning
2,
record.
1.
So on paper, they definitely have the edge. Well, she's on the floor. A bit of a slip back on her feet, Tse Ying-sweat. Oh, it's well covered. Misjudgment from Tang Chun-man there.
2 all.
Landed on the back line. After all that hard work of keeping the rally going. Yeah, nicely played.
Service over. 3.
That was
2.
a sublime smash from Tang Chun-man. It's the way he moved nearly across his body, the racket. Find the outside line. You can't believe it. Called in again.
All. Play. Service over. 4-3.
Quite a few racket errors that came off Lee's and Ang's racket in that first game, something that they will be conscious about, trying to rein those errors in. Whoa.
5-3.
Seems all right. Try to defend that. Instead, the shuttle flew towards his partner's face.
Service over. 4-5.
Flick serve again. That time it's out.
Service over. 6-4.
The flick serve has worked more favorably for Tang and Sir. Lee has not been on the winning end of those serves too often.
7-4.
Stay calm. There's so much riding on this match for them. That's a nice return. Just tracks back a couple of steps.
5-7.
Look at that. She steps back and gets a little bit of a jump on that forehand smash.
Service fault call. Too high. Shut down.
Service fault called. It was
Service
too
over.
high. So they hand the
8-5.
advantage back to their teammates. And she pushed it too wide. Just nudging
Service
the
over.
shuttle to the far line.
6-8.
Soaking sweat on the backhand.
Service over. 9-6.
Slipped on the court, trying to make the shuttle originally. So for Tang and Sir, of course, they've gotten to the final of the Hong Kong Open this year. They lost in the final to China's Guo and Wei.
Okay, Lee.
They've also done well to get to a couple of semi-finals in Indonesia,
9-6.
at the Indonesia Open. Looking for another one here. Last title was Korea Masters back in 2019, but they have won at the Super 750 level. These two, the equivalent of a Super 750. That was the Denmark Open back in 2017. That time, of course, it was a Super Series title. So they have, of course, all that experience under their belt. Fifth French Open appearance, these two, Tang and Sir, compared to Lee and Ang, who as a pair are making just their second French Open appearance. Oh, that was smart play by Ang Seo-yao, who read that net shot very well.
7-10.
She saw that both the players were caught out on one end of the court. Just needed to redirect the shuttle.
Play.
Reginald Lee and Ang Seo-yao played last year, but they lost in the second round to Jaqueline Del Rue. So this This is their second French Open appearance. Now it's gone wide.
Service over.
Reginald Lee, though, has played at the
11-7
French Open before
interval.
with his other partner, his former partner, Chao Hui-Hua. They've never managed to get past the second round. So this is, despite multiple partners, the new experience for Reginald Lee at the French Open. Their last title was back at the Chinese Taipei Open last year. Lee and Ng. You see there, it's 11-7 at the break.
Court
Tang and Sir in
2:20
full
seconds.
control.
Court 2:20 seconds.
Too many errors
11-7.
of Lee and Ng's racket, that's for sure, in this game. It's allowed Tang and Sir to stay in control of this match. That one again going long. They just haven't been able to find their lines.
12-7.
These two. Reviewing these mistakes when they look back upon this match.
Service over. 8-12. Change.
Very
Service
alert.
over.
Tang Chun-man
13-8.
moving his way around that court, came forward, defended at the net. And then it was Lee who couldn't return that lift properly.
Fourteen, 8.
6 points now. Yeah. So 4 of the last 5 have gone Tang and Sir's way. So 6 of the last 8 as well. Yeah. Constantly pounding down the backhand of Reginald Lee. Let's say that bright start that they made has surely disappeared.
16-8.
Just left helpless on the court at the moment as Tang and Sir build and build and build. A little too eager, and he's made a few mistakes now at the net, whether it's on the backhand, whether it's from the back court, or even on the smashes. It's just not been his day.
Seventeen, 8.
9-point lead now for Tang and Sir. It's gone long as well.
18-8.
Haven't really been able to get into the rallies because of those errors. Lee and Ng. Good recovery from Ng Yao, but it left the other corner wide open, and Tang Chun-man
19-8.
saw it a mile away. Look at that. She did well to get there, but left things open.
So it's over.
for Tang and Sir to take
19.
advantage. We've still got a 10-point lead here. Two away from a place in the semi-finals. Sets up
Service over.
numerous game point opportunities
20,
for Tang
match
Chun-man
point,
and Seo Sweat.
8.
Ooh, aim straight at her. Well, that's one way to
Service
win a
over.
point.
10, 20.
Seo Sweat doing her best to get out of the way eventually. Walking hard and fast at her. Lovely placement, but it's called out.
Cheating to it. Challenge.
And Tang
Call
Chun-man has
out.
challenged. It's always hard to challenge when the shuttle lands on the back line. Hard to gauge. We have enough challenges left. And at match point, why not, in case there is a chance? It is indeed out. It's the right call by the line judge.
Challenge.
So match point
Unsuccessful.
saved.
One challenge remaining.
They have a challenge still
Service
in
over.
hand.
11, 20.
9 match point opportunities.
Play.
One long.
Game.
And it is Tang Chun-man and Seo Sweat who secure the straight games victory over their compatriots Redna Lee and Eun Tzu Yao. 21-16, 21-11
Thank you.
in just over half hour. They are through to their second semi-final here at the French Open.
Match won
They did it
by
in
Tang
2021.
Chun-man and
And
Seo
they're back
Sweat.
at it
21,
here in
16,
2023.
21, 11.
That was a comfortable performance for Tang and Seo. One really pushed by their opponents who had way too many mistakes in the end there, Lee and Eung. You see there, 32 minutes of play, and it's Tang and Seo who win 21-16, 21-11. Well, coming up, we've got women's singles action here on court 2 between Thailand and China. He Bingjiao, the defending champion, about to take to the courts very, very soon.
In Java. Game. Game. server, 11-7, interval. Yeah.
You're watching live coverage of the YONEX French Open 2023 here from the Glass Arena in Rennes, France. It's quarterfinals day today, and the arena is filling up as we see a French pair in action over